Komodo keeper. Here is the Crested Gecko, possibly the best pet reptile in the market right now. The Crested Gecko is active both day and night, so depending on when you need to, you can feed them in the day or night, water them in the day or night, but it's really important to water them both day and night, like in the morning, lunch, and before bed. You don't need to wake up in the middle of the night to water them. Just try to water them at least 3 times a day to get their humidity past 50%. It's really good to have it above 60, but it just in tropical climate, that's really where you want it. Now, Crested Geckos are arboreal, which means they like to hang out in trees. My Crested Gecko, he strictly likes being in his branch. Like, he hates going on the ground. Like, he'll only go on the ground if he's thirsty or like starting to get dry, which is not good. Don't let your Crested Gecko get dry. But almost all the time he's up in his tree or like hanging out on the light. So Crested Geckos, the main 3 things you need to do with them is, 1, you need to make sure their humidity's up. So like, I will spray, like where he is right now is not a good spot, but like I can spray the glass or I can spray his branch and he'll just lick off the little water droplets. I used to have a water dish for him. He didn't drink out of it, so I just started doing the spraying the glass and the branch wherever he was. He would just lick off the water. And so it works as humidity and water. And it is probably one of the most important things to make sure their humidity is up and that they're getting water. But it's equally as important as giving them food. So they eat this like powder stuff that you mix with water, so it hydrates them and feeds them. And you need to feed them every day. Like, adults really can't go 7 days without eating. You want them to eat every day. They can probably go 7 days without eating, but it's not great for them, especially for a sick Crested Gecko, or just not a very strong one. And you can feed them like mealworms or crickets, whatever you want. Not really whatever you want. Whatever they can eat. And you can feed them like strawberries and blueberries, all kinds of fruits as well. But they really need their powder stuff most of all. Sugar, like the fruit sugars, can fatten them. And I mean, you do want a pretty like healthy, not skinny Crested Gecko. But you don't want a fat Crested Gecko. That's almost just as bad as a skinny Crested Gecko. So I only feed him like fruit every once in a while. Very rarely do I feed him fruit. About once a month is probably the most you should feed your Crested Gecko fruits. I mean, you could twice a month, but once a month is just to be on the safe side. Mealworms, I mean, they don't really fatten him up as much. Like, I used to feed him like 5 every other day, but they're just really expensive, so I only feed him like 2 a week now. Although I haven't given him mealworms in a little while because I haven't had mealworms to give him. I need to get some. And then 3, you really want to clean out your Crested Gecko's tank. It's not that hard. It's not that big. So you want to clean out all their like areas like this rock, I clean it out. I'll clean out his branch, his vine, his food area. I take out the dirt, the moss, and replace it with new dirt and moss. It's actually coconut fiber, and it expands when you wet it. It's really cool. But anyways, you really need to clean out their tank. I try to clean out his feces every 2 weeks, and just what other stuff that's in there, like, that is gross. Like if he'll like spill food and it's like just stuck to the glass, I'll wipe that off with like water and a paper towel. But it's really not that hard. Like, you really only need to do a deep cleaning once a month, unless things get really grimy and like really fast, which really does happen. But don't wait until your tank's like gross, or his tank's gross, or he or she, because you really don't want your gecko living in a gross cage. Like, it's not really taking care of it, and you really want to give your gecko a good life, because it's already not really in the wild. It would probably live a happier life in the wild, but you want to give it the best life it can in captivity. Like, honestly, Crested Geckos don't really mind, because they don't really need a huge space. I mean, if you can afford the huge space, then give them the huge space, and they'll feel like they're at home. Although some of these Crested Geckos that are, born in captivity, they don't know what the jungle feels like, so they probably don't really care. But you really want to make them feel like at home, like, in I think it's New Guinea jungle, or whatever, rainforest. So yeah, just try to make them feel at home. Give them something they like. My gecko really likes this branch. I'm actually going to try to get more. And this branch is actually from an oak tree. It's straight out of my woods. And I didn't even think like it was like sanitary or good for him, but it's completely fine. You just need to boil it for a few hours. They do suggest freezing it. You don't really have to. I didn't. It's optional, just for extra precaution. Yeah, he's fine. He's had it for as long as I've had the tank. My gecko eats his sheds. If you get a Crested Gecko, your Crested Gecko may not eat his or her sheds, so you might have to clean out their shed. If you don't know what a shed is, it's just basically when the Crested Gecko grows, or it just wants to replace its skin. So its old skin will peel off and new skin will be under it. Don't peel your gecko's skin off. I mean, if it's been like a few days and it hasn't gotten it off, that's an exception. But like, if you see it and you literally just saw it, and 2 hours ago it wasn't like that, please don't peel it off. It's really not good for it. Just one, you could probably harm it. Also, for holding your Crested Gecko, I wouldn't hold it for hours, because it can get cold, it can get stressed out. Crested Geckos get easily stressed. Like, if I can just pick him up. Oh no, he's not going to. Sometimes I'll pick him up, I'll just start squirming. It's because he's stressed out. But you'll see how he's like yellow. I don't know, the camera quality is not that great, but in person he looks kind of yellow. It's probably because he's a little bit cold, and he needs more light. So that is when you can have an exception, let humidity go down a little bit, so temperature can go up. Or that's just how my tank works. But then it'll get warmer, Or you can just put him closer to the light. So like if he's yellow, just give him an encouraging push up higher. I'm gonna go up higher. Oh, you fell. Crested geckos can be very clumsy too. But that is why crested geckos may be the best pet reptile. Thank you for watching, and if you'd like to learn more about crested geckos and maybe just any other reptile in general, please subscribe. I'll see you guys on the next one.